Hello and welcome to a match in the alternative vice president mix between Nave the Muser and Missa. I don't know, Missa CH. I'm just gonna say Missa. Um, I am joined on commentary once again by the one and only.
Umph. But you just killed the vibe. Now I'm thinking about vice presidents and presidents. I'm like, why did you have to?
It's the alternative vice president. You see,
Oh, that's true.
a
Good save, good save.
that's the whole point.
That's true.
Any,
Yes.
anyway,
Yeah.
so yeah, this is mix that focuses on alt VP. So we're going to see a lot of landmarks, a lot of VP chips, a lot of green cards, and in this particular board, we've got Mountain Pass and Wedding, both giving us VP chips, and then you've also got Battle Plan,
Territory.
or the Clashes, which has territory. Yeah. Oh, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Oh, wait. Actually, and Groundskeeper.
And
Yeah,
groundskeeper.
Groundskeeper. I'm actually a little surprised that Augurs are in this now that I'm thinking about it because they don't, like, a bunch of the rotating split piles do have victory cards in them, but Augurs are not one of them. Although they do have Cursing,
Yeah,
which is
they
kind of like alt
do.
VP.
Exactly. So we are very early in the tournament. This
Yeah.
is, I believe, the first Nave's first match. It's not MissaCh's first match. Um, but yeah, we shall see. Nave, obviously, a very high-ranking league player. MissaCh, I'm not familiar with. But MissaCh has won their first LVP match of this tournament. So, yep. Okay. Now we should have started early and talked about this because they're off to the races. Ah.
A little bit, yeah. So what do you think about this board?
Well, there's very little trashing.
Is there any?
Is what I see. Well, there's Acolyte.
Yeah. It's not thinning, but okay, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, Clashes is always tricky, and then there's a turn 4 King's Court gain, which is amazing.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Unexpected.
I mean, obviously you want to have King's Courts and is Herb Herb Gatherer is the only plus buy, which is like relevant if you want to score points, I guess. Well, I mean with Haggler, yeah, I feel like a King's Court Groundskeeper Haggler type thing, which is gonna be difficult if once we have Warlords in play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm rambling, but you know.
Yeah, so deck control is going to be tough here. Like you said, there's no trashing, and oh my god. That's so unlikely. Wow.
Yeah.
Jester hitting King's Court. That's insane.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's going to be difficult because like as you said with Warlord, King's Court helps, but the fact that you potentially can only play 2 King's Courts, assuming your opponent has a Warlord in play, it's going to be tricky. If somebody can get control of the Warlords, like they should just win. Like if they can get multiple Warlords and deny their opponent any, or at least keep them to 1, that should be pretty game winning, I would think.
How do you feel about? Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, then you can have, at least some of the time, you can have like bigger turns where you play a bunch of King's Courts and stuff.
Yeah, how do you feel here about MissaCh not rotating off of Warlord?
I don't think MissaCh has a. Oh no, they do. Yeah, they should have done that. Yeah, because yeah, and I'm sure you're thinking the same thing that I'm thinking, like, which is if you can't hit Warlord, you don't want to like let your opponent continue to gain Warlords. Although, actually, Knave takes a King's Court. I honestly would have taken a Warlord over King's Court there.
And I mean here, so MissaCh kept their King's Court, but they didn't have any, like the turn before when they were archered, and they didn't have any
Yeah,
actions in
yeah. It
hand.
didn't really matter because they weren't gonna probably. Well, and maybe they would have bought an enchantress or something if they kept the silver. I don't know, or gather, but not the most important consideration. Anyway, this should be Knave's third warlord right here, which should already be pretty game winning. Not as game winning as if it was like a 4-0 split or even like 2 or 3-0, but should still be pretty game winning.
Oh, we're thinking about it.
Uh, yeah, I wouldn't think about it. I mean, as it happens, like right now, Missa can't afford Warlord. So Nave, like, if Nave knew that, Nave could take a King's Court now and then. But yeah, no, I think that's the correct decision. It's just so powerful to be able to like not be under the Warlord attacks on the time. And
Yeah.
also, fewer warlords in the opponent's deck means they're less likely to be able to like get back to their warlord because they don't have the duration draw on the alternate turns.
Mhm. It
So
is kinda unfortunate when you have played both of your like, the 2 warlords, and then
yeah,
the other person plays the warlord, and
and you
then you
can't
can't
play.
play the 3rd
Yeah,
warlord.
yep, that is a
But I
risk.
feel like yeah.
But these decks are very fat. Misses like
Yes.
I would take that risk as Knave, like to try to keep the momentum going because like the odds
Yeah.
that Missa plays Warlord are I believe pretty low. Missa hasn't
Mhm.
shuffled yet with the Warlord in, so like
Exactly.
even if Missa has any ability to trigger a shuffle, which they do not, in fact, but even if they did, like
Yeah.
it's not that likely they'd find it. What did you think about? I want to go back to the opening because Missa had a 5-2, which I don't think is very good here, but opened Jester. What do you think about that?
No, I don't agree with that.
Ooh, King's courting a warlord is interesting. Because that is, it, on the one hand, it's going to draw a lot of cards. On the other hand, it's going to stay out. It might be worth it. Like having the extra draw is like it's the most draw you can get on this board, other than King's courting and Enchantress. Sorry,
Yeah, yeah, and it means that you can definitely play another warlord even if you get warlorded.
yeah, it
I
does.
don't know, I think I would have been sad. I think I would have opened Haggler, I guess, over Jester.
Hmm.
I don't know if I would have
I like, yeah, I like
opened
Haggler better
Militia.
because you can get like Militia Enchantress if you don't hit 5. If you do hit 5, you can get like Groundskeeper in with something else. Jester giving
Yeah.
your opponent Copper or Curse is like, it does do some damage, but it's not like super impactful. But yeah, I agree with being sad. Because you
Yeah,
really want
yeah.
to
So
open with a
what
battle
happened?
plan, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I assume Knave
Oh, so
opened
we
battle plan Militia. Yeah.
Mountain Pass. Okay.
Oh, interesting. Knave does get a Jester now. I guess if you guess figuring like there is still a warlord attack to deal with and not wanting to add like more copies of something, but I would why do you want Jester over just like Groundskeeper is my question.
Yeah, yeah, agreed.
Does Knave have 2
Um,
Enchantresses? Oh, it didn't have Haggler in play anyway. Okay. Oh, here's Sorceress. Oh, never mind. Here's Sybil.
and
Actual draw. Miss only has 1 King's Court, but I think, yeah, I think Sybil is probably too valuable to pass up.
Mhm. Mhm. I mean, this feels over.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But I if you're not going to resign, you still want to like make the
Yeah,
best decisions you can. You know?
obviously, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you mean as Missa? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
King's Court Sybil.
That's
That's
true.
very nice.
Mhm.
What were the other? What were the other terminals in play there? It was like other than the Jester. I'm just wondering
All of
again about whether
them
playing the Jester was like the best option
all of them
there.
basically.
Yeah, I think it was Archer.
It's definitely Archer. We
Militia?
played Enchantress.
Yeah, Archer and Militia. I probably would have played one of those over Jester, but
Hmm. Herb Gatherer.
the triple Sybil, so good.
Pretty strong.
Are you gonna
Yeah,
King's
I think
Court two Warlords?
mm, we're still reasonably far away from piling, I think. Although if
Yeah,
you
yeah. The gains are
triple
pretty
Earth
limited.
Gatherer, triple Haggler, triple Jester.
Interesting. Okay, does not go for the triple Warlord play, which does mean the King's
No,
Court still
and
needs to hit.
I wouldn't have either. I think I would have done this thing too.
Oh, okay. They did triple play the Haggler. That's important because you want to be able to get like all the civils.
Well, yeah, you King's Court. Well, you wanted to King's Court the Herb Gatherer for the buys and the Haggler for the gains.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't.
Okay. Then there's
Okay,
the resign.
yeah.
You don't necessarily need the buys just to get the civils, right? Because if you King's Court a Haggler, you can buy like one King's Court and then get the other two civils plus like a groundskeeper or something. But yeah, obviously you had
Well,
enough money to want a King's Court to.
you want more buys just to be able to for the pile pressure.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, also like because you had a bunch of money.
yeah, I
I
mean
was just
that
wondering if
comes with.
like with three civils in the deck, it probably was the case that we didn't need more duration draw, but that's what I was
Okay,
getting at. New board.
moving on. Oh, this triumphal 8 is always tricky for me because I never
Whether it's
I for some
Archer
reason I
Arc.
can't super keep track of it.
You
So
mean
that's our alt VP here along with the rewards.
mhm.
That's underwhelming, I will say. But
Yeah.
fine.
Well. Oh well.
Yeah, so we have draw a little
Well,
bit. Well, in the form of House Carl.
yeah, House Carl and Courser. Capital City is
Somewhat
draw with like
with Jousts and
yeah,
Hagglers.
with more so with Joust, right? With Haggler, it's like you have to play a stop card. Like you increase your hand size by um well, no, I guess Haggler into Capital City is net draw of one card. But a couple of jousts into Capital City is net draw of two. Anyway, yeah, the Capital City is draw. Not the easiest draw to set up, but it is.
Yeah, so I don't know. I guess I would open Enchantress Silver or yeah, I guess.
I think I would be if I had a 3/4, I'd be thinking hard about Enchantress Double Avoid. Nave, I guess,
Mhm.
had
Similar thoughts.
yeah, went with Silver Avoid. I guess had a 4/3. Yeah, yeah. And then gets a Haggler as the first 5. I think that's reasonable. I'm not sure whether I would go with Haggler or Displace. Haggler is better if your goal is to get to Province quickly, although depending on how quickly you get there, like displacing estates out of your deck still helps with that.
See, I don't really get the displace avoid stuff because do you not want to displace your estates, but now
Oh
you've
yeah. Oh, yeah,
avoided all
that
of
no, I
them?
agree. You don't want to avoid 3 estates and then put it while putting a displace into your deck. Yes, I agree with that.
I mean, here you can also displace into Hamlets and Vagrants, which is fine, but surely your
Yeah.
primary target are
Yes. Well, we
okay.
found
Well,
an estate anyway.
yeah, we should still draw on
You cycle
because
2
now
coppers.
You have 3 coppers and 2
Yeah, next
raw.
turn is not anything special. I agree. I mean, like if you want to make sure you hit 5, you do like that is like you could draw estates off of that, right? So that's the downside, but I agree that like this turn is bad enough that I would want to skip it.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine, you avoid and then move on, but yeah,
Hmm.
or you
Yeah,
don't.
I would have rather bought a void than Hamlet. You can displace copper into Hamlet, but you can't displace copper into a void.
Mhm.
And you also don't need that many actions in the deck right now, like to
Yeah.
where you're going to use the Hamlet for anything.
Okay, so 1 joust has been acquired by Missa,
Hmm.
but we're far away from.
So here you can buy another Hamlet. Like, but a void, you can't buy a void there. Well, you can, but it doesn't do anything.
So I didn't talk about this last game, but the pig is really cute.
It is known.
It's so cute. Okay. So you have your joust down there. You probably don't. Oh, okay.
Well, it's the displace, right? It's like, what do you want to do with the displace?
Display silver into haggler.
Mm, yeah, maybe.
Display
Or
silver into haggler,
you could also
avoid.
displace Joust and then buy another Joust. I kind of
Sure.
like that
Yeah.
actually. Displace Joust into like Capital City or Haggler and then get another one. Only problem with that is you don't get to buy a void, but
Mm-hmm.
gold though? No, no, not gold. There's no need for gold. I mean, maybe later when you. I guess the thought process might be that you can displace gold into province for your joust, but
Or you just buy province.
yeah, I think it's yeah. I'd rather buy like a deck control card that gets me to that point than have to line up displacing gold. It's not going to be
Mm-hmm.
easy with the limited thinning here.
Yeah. What's up with these duplicates, do you think?
Uh,
So
well,
this is a province.
right, and now we still have this gold. Um, I mean, I think duplicate could do some work here. Like, there's a lot of good stuff to gain that costs
Oh, and
a
the
fair amount.
ironworks. I didn't.
Ironworks for silver to hit province. All right. Oh, I don't like that choice.
No,
Like, you don't want to
no.
trigger the shuffle with your. Oh, okay. Well, if you just top deck
Ooh!
the province, I guess it's fine.
Wow. This is how you do it.
This is how you do it.
Yeah.
Wow,
Beautiful.
that was quite something.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
no,
I
don't
think
try
it's
that.
fine. I think it's fine. You're like you want to
You're not.
continue to line joust up with province. Playing both of your enchantresses is going to help with that. I would consider just going ahead and taking another province off that gold here because you have. I think Missa
Same.
has 2 jousts,
This has two, yeah.
so
Well, I mean, one is in the Discord now, so.
sure. But like you're gonna draw 4 cards off of enchantress, so it's not gonna be for long.
But are you gonna be able to draw around?
I'm not sure. I don't know what it's exactly down there, but get close anyway.
Hmm,
Regardless, I mean, having the other province means that after you trigger the shuffle, like your other joust is more likely to find a
true.
province.
And we are going to
Yeah.
draw on against better judgment.
It's okay. It's a pretty short shuffle, and now you've got Joust Province down there.
True. Take another one.
Yeah, I would. since we didn't take it off the gold. It does seem like MissaCh has prioritized the Joust province thing more highly than Nave. I mean, I know Nave did get a Joust in a province, but it feels like the duplicate thing is not advancing that cause, right?
No. It is not. Well, we'll see.
All right, we got another Joust province. I would think this is. Oh.
Oh, it should have been House Carl.
Yeah, I agree.
Right, because you.
Then you find your other Jousting province, or you just do it anyway.
Yeah.
With 10 cards left in the deck. Oh my
I'll
gosh.
take
I will say,
one.
MissaCh has been quite fortunate with the Joust province stuff lining up.
Yeah. Seriously.
Oh, we could have gotten more uniques into play before playing that House Carl.
We could have.
But also, can we do anything interesting with Renown plus Displace? Probably not, because we already have an estate anyway, so it's not really.
I would just
Displace
honestly just displace gold into another province and just use the fact that Nave is lower with the Joust province stuff to just
I like displacing the estate, although I wouldn't have probably displaced it into an Enchantress. And the reason I like it is because you've got Renown in play now, so the money from the gold goes farther. If you want to buy like another province, and getting the stop card of the deck is going to help you collide the Joust and province stuff that you already have.
I think I just. Oh, anyway.
I mean, I wouldn't have bought another Joust like there. I would have, like, I don't know. Capital City makes more sense to me, but I might have just bought province, like a void or something like that. I'm not sure. I don't remember how much money there was, but
There was 8 in money. I would have totally just done province of void.
yeah, okay. My instincts were right. I hadn't done the math, but
No, that was correct.
yeah, I think in any case, I do think MissaCh should be in a strong position here.
Yeah.
There are Triumphal Arch points to consider. Coronet. Do you want to coronet the capital city? I guess so. I'm not sure what else you would want to.
Well, but then if you coronet the gold now, you can't displace it into province.
It's true. It is true. It's probably all right. All right.
Okay. Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah, I think I think overall I like MissaCh's approach a bit better there. Specifically, I think the duplicates were not advancing the right game plan. Also, apparently Nave had 4 golds. Oh, Domain. Okay. Yeah, but I will also say MissaCh like high rolled there like pretty substantially.
Yeah. Definitely. All right. So 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what the next kingdom. Oh no.
All right. And the return of clashes. Knights are in this? Just
And
because of Dame
Phaedon?
Josephine? No! But why?
You know why.
Because
Yes.
because Donald X hates me and wants me to suffer.
That's correct.
Uh,
All right. Yeah, I mean, this has everything. Is Dame Sylvia the one that where you get +2
Yeah.
money, or the one where you can
Yep.
gain a card?
Dame
Is it...
Silveria.
Oh, I see.
Yes, it's Dominion is all about theme, you see. All right, so
Yeah,
we've
I guess
got
we wanna open Battle Plan Hideout, or
Hideout
like...
Battle Plan and Knave goes Silver Battle Plan.
What is this thing with Knave and the silvers?
Well,
What's up there?
I think, I mean, the thing is, like, this board has Wharf and Sanctuary. I think it can definitely make sense to take an approach of, like, and I mean, Knave does now have a hideout, but, like, focusing on trying to hit. Oh, no, wait, no, Knave. I'm sorry. Knave opened hideout Silver. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's why I'm like, what is
that is
it with the
surprising. Okay, yeah, that
silvers?
is surprising.
What is it with the silvers?
If I'd had a 3/4, I would have definitely considered Battle Plan Double Avoid. But anyway,
Oh.
I
Right, I keep forgetting about avoid.
but I was gonna say I think the reason to potentially not open with Hideout is because if you're more concerned about hitting 5, and then you can grab
Mm.
Hideout later. But like you have a Void, you have Sanctuary, which you can use to clean up estates. You don't necessarily need to rush to clean up your coppers here with between like a Void and Wharf being just very strong draw. Like, I mean, it is, and you also want to prioritize like having the ability to get a Warlord when that's revealed. And like if you're getting Hideout, you're gonna probably be trashing coppers before estates, which means it's gonna be hard for you to hit 5. So yeah, there's all of those considerations. I would consider at least delaying Hideout here.
So we're now reconsidering. So could you avoid something? We could also do Archer, but then we can't avoid. Could have been avoid Battle Plan. Or just, oh yeah, third wharf makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, as
yeah,
long as
yeah.
nobody's got a Warlord, I mean, getting more Wharfs can't really be bad.
True.
But now Knave has the option to pick up a Warlord. Seems like a good thing to do.
Would you do Warlord avoid or Warlord silver?
I honestly, I mean, Knave is only going to have one Wharf in play, but it sure would be nice to get to 10 coins, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Although
Well, I
with
mean,
the
it's
hideouts, you're not
difficult.
necessarily
Yeah,
going to get to 10 coins, but
exactly. I mean,
yeah.
you do if you pick up an...
Oh,
Oh.
rotates the knights. Whoa! What
Wow.
the heck? I did not see that
Wild.
coming. Why
Wild.
do we even want Sir Martin? Like, we don't need the
Unclear.
buys, surely.
Unclear.
That's a rough draw for Knave regardless, but I
Kind of deserved.
super don't.
I mean,
No, that's not why. But I really don't like that choice. Sir Martin is basically just bad. Now Sir Bailey, on the other hand,
ooh, but we can't afford
no.
it.
I mean, I wouldn't prioritize Sir Bailey exactly, but I would definitely like take it. I don't know. It's tough because like there's Worf and potentially Warlord, like but Sir Bailey is good. But
Yeah. But can Knave afford it?
it
Yeah.
doesn't look that way.
No, he can.
Well, are you gonna not play the hideout? And I guess if you don't play the
No, you
hideout
are, but with
and Sir
Archer?
Martin, like you can only
With
have
Archer
hit
and
5.
Martin?
Oh, there's another copper down there. Okay, okay. Do you discard a copper here as knave? Apparently not.
Oh, you
Well,
should have.
it's not entirely clear, right? MissaCh did, in fact, was lined up to draw multiple hideouts, as it turns out.
True. Oh no, why? No.
Yeah, agreed.
Why would
No,
you?
don't do
Did you
that.
not did you not see that you have debt? That's
Yeah. Yeah, that's not great. Another hideout. Why? I don't like that either. Like, there's other villages here, and there's other thinning. I wouldn't be worried about having a bunch of hideouts. So nobody has a warlord at this point. We just rotated right on past them. Oh, these knights. Trashing a wharf is so rude.
You have to be strong now.
Well, I'm not really the one who has to be strong, but well,
Yeah, and
there's
that was MissaCh's only wharf too.
yep, yep. There is clear counterplay available.
There's what?
Clear counterplay available. You see it?
What do
Oh,
you mean counterplay?
counterplay to the knights. Phantom.
I mean,
Value.
it's not really available, like not right now.
Well, no, you have to get the phantoms, but also I'm kidding. I don't really, I don't really want to like have a whole bunch of silvers in my deck. Although like
Well,
this play in
I don't
particular,
want
like
to.
okay, I'm gonna take like a phantom because I want to inject some payload into my deck. I think that makes sense. But like as a counterplay to knights, not really.
Mm.
The silvers are nice knight defense, but I don't want to put so many into the deck that like the knights aren't gonna hit anything else.
You don't really need to defend. Like knave doesn't need to defend against knights.
Oh,
Oh,
knave
or
doesn't really know. Oh, geez.
why wouldn't you trash Vander?
Servander. I don't know. I just
It's okay. Trash Molly.
yeah, yeah. You still got an advantage on the knights if that's something you care about, which it probably is. They can't trash city quarters, so that's something.
That's your defense.
Yeah, get all the city quarters, then you go invincible.
Easy. Easy. I would be so mad at this point.
Yeah,
I would not be having a great time.
yeah. The combination of battle plan and knights, where you can like dig for particular knights, is. Ugh.
Mhm. I guess this is what you would call a classic Knights experience.
Yeah, yeah. I'm actually though. I mean, I have Knights banned, but they do come up sometimes in tournaments like these and stuff like that where I do end up playing with them or like the Dominion dailies or whatever. My experience has been that in modern Dominion, Knights are often ignorable. But the thing is, a big part of the reason for that is because the top Knight is often bad. But here, where you
Exactly.
can rotate, then that's not so much of a concern. Although, I still think the Sir Martin thing was weird. Like, it's like, why do you care about having +2 buys? But
Yeah. Yeah.
Surveilly, that one's like, oh
Yeah.
no.
It's definitely since I've been playing a lot more, um, what basically almost exclusively on TGG. Um, the AI will buy a position, which is not a thing that Lord Reddington ever
Oh
does.
yeah.
So
You actually have
I
to learn about possession.
uh-huh.
What fun.
It's okay.
Well,
It's difficult, like, sometimes it's difficult to navigate just because oh, okay.
Surveilly died, but the knights were still going in. Yeah, look at MissaCh's deck at the end. Like, what are you
It's
supposed to do
sad.
with that? Like,
It's a sad, sad situation.
it
Yeah.
is so sad.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And heading into the last game of the match,
Hmm.
hopefully with some more real alternative
Vice
VP, no tea,
presidents.
no
Oh.
shade. Okay, yeah, this looks like alt VP.
Farmland, island, territory,
Oh my
arena.
god. Oh my god. Yeah. And then the witches and
Fawning
rewards.
sea witch. Uh, with joust. Oh my god.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh
Aw.
man.
It's so
So
nice that like the land witch and the sea witch can both meet up in their witch's hut. I like it.
the land witch.
I was like, what, how do you call that? The earth witch? No, this sounds wrong.
Landlubber witch. The Oh my god, this board is insane. There's very
It is
little
truly insane. I would
there's
be
very
so
little
scared.
thinning to speak of.
I would be
Um
so overwhelmed with this. It was like, okay, I'm gonna click battle plan, but then what?
yeah. I mean, well, for the opening it's Battle Plan Silver, right? Like what else would it be?
Double battle plan, but
Well,
I
or
guess
yeah, that could be double battle plan. I mean, that's not really going to help you hit Sea Witch.
no. Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Oh, here comes
Oh
the
my
Warlord.
god.
Oh no, we took a King's Court. Don't rotate to Warlord if you're not going to buy one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
Don, do it. And
King's
now
Court is
look.
too valuable.
I mean, I don't blame them for wanting a King's
Island.
Court. I'm just saying don't rotate to Warlord if you're going to get a King's Court. Like, I think that
Well,
would be fine.
you didn't know that you could. I vote island and then King's Court your island is what I want to see.
A King's Court your island for thinning, yeah. I mean, you're right that he
Oh,
didn't know when he rotated, but I feel like if you're gonna rotate, then just buy the dang Warlord. You can buy King's Court
yeah.
later. I don't know. Maybe that's
Yeah.
not correct. Like, I can definitely see the counter argument for that. Like, is Warlord actually the better card? But man, I don't know. It might be.
Mhm.
What? No,
Wait,
arena
no.
points. Arena points.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You wanted to arena
No.
that.
No.
It's okay.
It's
It's
so
okay.
sad.
It is sad. It's true.
Oh,
This is so funny.
perfect.
Yeah. You're really being punished for getting that early King's Court.
Yeah, imagine if it was a warlord.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm somewhat kidding on that. It's like it's pretty funny to have exactly City Court or King's Court and no other like action cards. It's like, well, I could King's Court the City Quarter, but or I could draw one card with it.
Yeah, it's good. And also, like, I think they've bottom decked both of his sea witches. Is that true?
It might be. There's one
Huh.
Sea Witch.
Only one. Okay. Yeah, this like the draws with this have been
Somehow,
wild.
somehow, Knave has 10 arena points, and
I
MissaCh has
know.
none. Now I know MissaCh missed one specifically, but has Knave really drawn that many
Oh,
more actions dead than MissaCh, or has MissaCh just paid zero attention to arena at any point?
I think
Arena,
Missa has paid less attention to it for sure.
yeah.
What are you keeping here? Like, this seems really sad. But also, it's my vision of King's Courting Island.
But it's
Not
it's not even
really.
a good like.
It's
I
true.
think you have to keep the City Quarter.
Oh,
Yeah. See now, like, what is even this hand? I guess the idea is you're going to get the arena points. Oh, there was a warlord in play. Okay, okay, no, actually, King's Court
not
Island,
a
not
warlord, a sea
bad.
witch, but yeah. Well, no, it would have been better with warlord. With sea witch, you just had to discard again, right?
Well, but you replace the silver with a curse is the point. So it's like the King's Courting the Island
True.
was better value than it would have been.
True. I will say this King's Court not doesn't seem to.
It has done very little. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I'm becoming more convinced that I was correct to say it should have been a
Yeah.
warlord.
Yeah.
The first joust of the game.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Nave must be so angry. I'm laughing so as not to cry. I would
Yeah.
be so
I
angry
mean,
if I were Nave.
yeah. I wonder about just continuing to stuff city quarters into your deck and like hoping that you just reach critical mass at some point. Like when you like right there, like Missa had 3 coins, didn't buy anything, and I'm like, what is it? There is definitely a downside to buying city quarter there, but there's some upside to it too.
Finally. Hello.
Ooh,
Oh,
look at this
King's Court.
draw.
King's Court a Warlord there. I don't care.
Now you get to
King's
King's
Court
Court
the
Sea
Warlord?
Witch.
I don't. I wouldn't have.
You wouldn't have King's Court the Sea Witch? If you're going to King's Court the Warlord, why not King's Court the Sea Witch? It's going to stay out anyway.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, well now it's coming together.
It is.
But we had to play 17 turns. Which it's a warlord deck, but oh my god.
It's the curses. It's not the warlord that's doing that.
That's true. That's true. But look at this. This is beautiful.
Except that we haven't found our. There it is. Okay, the province. And by the by, the only plus buy in this board are rewards.
Renown.
So, yeah,
Renown.
it's gotta be renown. King's Court that.
King's Court it. Nice.
Yeah. Wow.
Boom.
Just buy 4 provinces.
Yeah.
It comes with 4 sea witches, which may not be what you want.
Yeah. Probably not.
Wait. You can buy farmland and turn your curses into provinces.
Oh, I love it. Oh, beautiful.
Buy 4 farmlands and turn 2 curses and 2 estates into provinces.
Come on, Nave.
Do it.
Do it, and then buy 2 jousts. And
well, you can't. I mean, there's only 4 buys, but
no, I want 2 provinces, 2 jousts.
Oh, I was saying.
I guess you don't super
need or 4 farmlands and 4 provinces.
2 provinces. Like you don't actually like if you can King's Court the joust, that's fine.
My reasoning is that like you're just gonna kind of win the game on provinces. You don't necessarily need to keep building, but.
But what if I want to?
I mean, that's fair.
And now you're warlorded. So that's a problem.
Yeah. That is why adding more King's Courts to the deck isn't necessarily going to be the play.
Yeah, because now you do want to King's Court the Renown, and then you probably King's Court. Oh, okay.
Oh, do we King's Court the Joust? No. Okay.
No,
well,
I thought maybe
6 buys. Can we just empty provinces? Yeah. Okay. It's not as stylish to not do it with farmland, just saying. Oh, wait.
It's not enough buys, yeah.
I thought...
Okay.
There were 7 provinces left? For some reason, I thought there were 6.
Yeah. Well, this was pretty silly.
That was extremely silly. Once it
came together... Well, like it was pretty sloggy at first, but then when it came together, it was very silly.
It did come together. Yeah, the nave actually only took 3 curses, that's a pretty big deal. I didn't really see how that happened. It moved pretty quickly, but that obviously makes a huge difference.
Nave just had more sea witches. I think Nave had 2 sea witches for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It was a fast match, 45 minutes.
It was very fast. It was very silly. I don't...
It was very silly, yeah.
I don't super regret not playing in this tournament, but it's always fun to watch the matches. When do you have a match?
I haven't scheduled anything, but I am playing in it.
Well, I hope that you are now well prepared for the silliness that is going to
I was alarmed when Lemon
do.
Spawn said this looks like the best mix since Nocturne, because Nocturne mix was awful. I was like, I've enjoyed like all the mixed tournaments to differing degrees, but like I've enjoyed all of them except that one. That one I was so glad when it was over.
Aw.
So like, oh my god. I hope that he's wrong about that in some sense. This match does give me pause for sure. I mean, the thing is, like, I hear Alt VP and I don't think, oh, this is going to be a bunch of kingdoms that are dominated by attacks. Like, that's not Alt
true.
VP. It's like,
It's true.
but,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe this was unrepresentative. Maybe it was representative. I don't really know. I guess we'll see.
I guess we will. Well, thank you for doing commentary with me.
You are most welcome, and thank you for doing commentary with me.
Of course.
And thank you everyone for checking out the match. I wish I could have provided a little bit more insight on the play, but it moved pretty quickly. It was not a lot of time to get into, really dig into what they were doing, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because like quick play is it's nice to move along, but I do feel like I didn't have much chance to really provide insight, but hopefully it was still interesting.
I think the people are very disappointed in you specifically. I think they're very fine with what I did in this commentary.
I mean, aren't they normally disappointed in me?
Yeah, I guess that is a general attitude with which people that they have towards you. Yes.
Yeah, I think so. Mm-hmm. Just a generally disappointment inducing person.
Yes, can confirm. No, I cannot. I could never. Okay, we have to stop now.
We do. All right. Well, anyway, thanks for watching, and see you when we see you.
Oh, yes. Wait, but we can also talk to Nave.
We can talk to Nave.
Hello.
Whoa. Hello, Nave. Congratulations.
That was awful, huh?
That was so silly.
That was that was sure some games at Dominion.
Yeah, sure. Can you tell us about the duplicate stuff? What were you trying to do?
Renown for provinces.
Oh, okay.
But did that board have? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have
that was
an
the idea? I wanted to. I didn't end up getting it, but that was the idea.
I see.
I guess my recommendation would be to get the renown first, but
yeah, I mean the side thing was also arch points because I figured, I can spam hamlets and vagrants. Didn't work as well as I wanted it to.
Yeah. In general,
I mean, also like your opponent just had the best draws, so I don't think like
Well, yeah, they did. I don't know about overall, but specifically there was one turn where they like triggered a shuffle like with a joust and had a province like just top deck their province, and then like there was another turn where they had like they took renown, like they had 2 jousts and 2 provinces. They took renown with the first one, and then just like drew into the other one and took House Carl. Like,
yeah.
Right, a bit of order, strange stuff there. Yeah, I saw that happen, but I couldn't see their cards, obviously. So I assumed they had it in hand already, but no.
Yeah.
No, they didn't.
I in general on joust boards, I think it's pretty important to like focus in on like getting that province, getting the rewards like basically as like the top priority. Although on this last board, obviously that was a little bit different.
Yeah.
What a mess.
Yeah. So many witches. That 5-2 won me that game 4 by far. Like that.
Oh, I don't think I even registered that you had a 5-2. You guys played too fast.
You played so
Yes, I
fast.
I opened Sea Witch and then that just
Yeah, that's that's insane actually.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone get all 12 arena points.
Yeah, we were
Well,
wondering about that. Like, your opponent definitely missed at least one chance to
Oh,
get
yeah.
arena points.
There was a turn that they like drew a city quarter with something. I don't know. They had a city quarter and no other action cards in hand, and they just played it. I was like, no. But I find it hard to believe that other, like, outside of that you drew all these actions dead that you could discard, and they just never did. But I wasn't trying.
Right. It was. I mean, I opened Sea Witch, and then I got a second Sea Witch turn 3 or 4, and so I had a battle plan that I kept discarding to stuff.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, we were definitely. We thought that you shouldn't have gotten that early King's Court. And I mean, it did end up, when it came together, it was pretty beautiful, but it took so long until it came together.
That King's Court did spend a long time being sad. I wanted it to be a Warlord, like, even though you hit 7, like, you rotate to Warlord, you get Warlord. But honestly, on this board, like, Warlord wasn't as impactful anyway. Like, the King's Court didn't do well for itself, but like, the Warlord attack not super relevant here for the most part, so.
Yeah, there were 3 clashes boards, and now I've got to figure, because the Wharf one was the one without the War. Like, we rotated past Warlord and we never saw it again, right? That was the Wharf one. Yeah,
that is. But that was the one with Knights, so like it was still.
Oh yes, that was brutal. I felt so bad doing that. I know. I don't like nightmaring people. It's sad.
I was saying that, in my experience, which is limited because I have Knights banned, but when I do have to play with them for like a tournament like this or something, I have found a lot of times they are ignorable. But like, when you can use Battle Plan to rotate and find the Knight that you want, that kind of changes the game.
Yeah, that was fun.
And like, you just, as the opponent, like I said, like, I would have just resigned much earlier, because I would just, like, this is not fun, right? You're just, I mean, what did they have?
Their finishing deck was like 3 coppers, a city quarter, a curse, and like 1 other card. Maybe a joust. It was just like, I was like, oh my god! Like, I did not realize how deleted their deck had gotten. Yeah. And then partially it's because it's like, you know, they thinned down with Hideout, and then we're getting hit with the Knights, and I think the Knights.
Right.
I think they got. At least a little bit unlucky with how often the Knights were like hitting cards that they could trash, but ooh, dang.
Yeah. So we're not super convinced of this tournament after this match, but
no, that was terrible. That was, man.
It wasn't terrible. It was very silly, but it wasn't terrible. Like,
the last game had 3 witches.
Yeah, I describe it as like the land witch and the sea witch go into their witch's hut and travel around.
I do, like, I was thinking about this when, you know, people were talking about what this mix is going to contain, like, that, you know, there is a sense in which witches, cursors are alt VP, but like, it's not really what people have in mind. I think normally when they talk about alt VP, I do hope that we don't have a bunch of witches in this mix solely because it's like, oh, that's alt VP because it gives a curse.
We might. There's a lot of cursors. There's like, what else is there? There's
Charlatan.
Yeah, the Sea Witch, Charlatan's in it. Yeah, Coven's here.
Coven, I actually see that one makes more sense to me, because if you never dump the curses, it's like a plunder. So.
Augurs are here for Sorceress, I would assume.
Sorry?
Well, our Augurs are here for Sorceress, but Wizards aren't here for Sorcerer, so I don't know.
Well, Sorceress.
No Familiar, no Trickster.
It was definitely a sight to see those 3 witches in one board.
Yeah, I mean, although it kind of doesn't matter, right? It's like, witch is here, like, so what? Sea Witch is here, so you're just gonna get that.
What did you guys think of my silver avoid open on game 2
I
instead of Enchantress?
I mean, I was talking about wanting to have a 3/4 so I could go, a 3 cost and double avoid. I think if I had that,
Right.
I might have preferred Enchantress double avoid. I'm not sure. It's hard to say because if you want to hit 5 as fast as possible, then the Enchantress isn't going to help you with that. But
Right.
it is going to potentially set you up pretty nicely. But when you only have one avoid, maybe the silver is better for that same reason of I just want to hit 5, and then
Yeah,
I
I would
forget
have
what 5 you were
gone.
trying to hit there. Don't
I would have gone
Haggler, which I did
silver.
get. I
okay.
silver avoid guarantees you hit 5 turn 3.
Yeah.
But it was just because I got my Haggler, and then the first time I saw it was on turn 5, and it instantly got Enchantress into a pig, so
Oh,
I
no.
wasn't able to really use it that well. I think it's what put me behind in the whole game.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that was the reason you were behind, but yeah, I think I would have opened silver Enchantress. But that might just be because sometimes I'm a little avoid blind.
I
Yeah,
definitely
I'm sure.
avoid in the opening when your deck is there's a lot of stuff to get out of the way, like the 3 estates, for example. And you
Yeah.
can shorten the shuffle and get back around to whatever you buy more quickly. The Enchantress thing, obviously you wouldn't hit uh 5 with that if you see the Enchantress, but I'm wondering about the situation where you play Enchantress and you have 4 coppers and then you just buy double avoid, and then the next turn you
Right.
you can hit 5 and buy avoid again.
Can you? Yeah, does that work out? Because I know you get
You
7 cards
should,
from
right?
him.
Because you trigger a shuffle and you have
Right.
7. That's just 7 coppers, right?
Right. So you
I
just
don't
take out the
know
estates.
I don't know if that's actually good, but it's interesting anyway.
That might have been the actual route. Yeah, I don't know, because I was looking at the Enchantress line. I was going, okay, but yeah, if I see the Enchantress in the hand before, then I'm not hitting 5 right now, and it's kind of an awkward. But I
Right.
didn't consider double avoid there. But I mean, it feels like wheel spinny. I don't know.
It does, but you do, like I said, if you get to then buy your 5 and an avoid, now you have the 5, you have a shuffle that's Enchantress, 7 copper, your 5 cost, and no estates. That seems pretty good, but it depends, of course, on what you're trying to do, and I don't at this point I don't even
Right.
remember what was going on exactly well enough to say. That was
It was
the
definitely the
first Joust
calmest
board,
board.
game 2 with the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Haggler, Triumphal Arch, and a bunch of small cost actions. Ironworks duplicate.
So actually, in that case, maybe what I would do is it's the Enchantress avoid open into the Enchantress double avoid into Joust, and then potentially Joust and 7 copper is enough to buy a province, right? If
That's
you can
true.
trigger another shuffle
Yeah.
that has Joust and some coppers, and you can get your Enchantress in play into it, you can get a province and start getting rewards. I don't know. It's the sequencing on that might be tricky, but
Yeah, because you hit a province at 8, but then all of a sudden you didn't avoid that turn, and your deck's going to be terrible because you're going to have an avoid, a province, and an Enchantress, and you're 10 cards starting.
Yeah, no, it's true. But yeah, I don't know. I'd probably have to go back and actually look at the board to think about it more, because I don't remember what the other options were. I know. I mean, you said Hamlet was on the board and something else.
Yeah,
Duplicate.
Hamlet, Vagrant.
Oh, Vagrant.
Duplicate,
right.
Iron. Yeah.
Displace was on there too. Well, so that's the other thing you could do, is try to get to Displace quickly and start displacing estates. The thing is, I guess if you're going to focus on avoiding, then you don't necessarily need to displace estates. But
yeah,
and you can't displace estates into 5s, which is you want 5s. Yeah, I don't know.
I put it in Kingdom Analysis for you. Capital City. That's not a terrible 5 cost to get.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well.
Yeah, Capital City. Capital City's interesting.
Avoid almost turns things into donate games sometimes, and it's just like,
Oh, in the
yeah,
sense that you're like, yeah, gaming out like all of your shuffles for a while and stuff. Yeah.
basically, yeah, it's all predetermined.
Yeah. Yep. Which is why the like it would matter so much if you had the 3-4, the 4-3 too. Like
Right.
if you
Yeah, the 4-3 is a guaranteed 6 with like, well, you could either hit Enchantress 4 coppers or Silver 4 coppers, I guess, right?
it's not if you open Silver Double Avoid, it's a guaranteed 6, but it's like what do you actually do with that?
Right.
I mean, you can hit 5 for sure. You can't hit 5 and get an avoid. So, like, the fact that you're hitting 6 isn't particularly relevant.
But yeah, you're not hitting 5 and putting something in your deck without making that a silver.
Right. I mean, you could do that into Enchantress of Void, but that doesn't, like, at that point you might as well just open Enchantress of Void or Enchantress Double Avoid.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tricky. Like it's trickier than donate lines, like in that sense. Like you're right that you can do some on a guaranteeing, but it's compared to donate, it's like you have to work harder for it. So it breaks my brain more. And you can't do
I get it.
If it was donate, you'd be like, oh, I'm going to get an Ironworks and I'm going to gain a bunch of stuff or whatever.
Right. Right. Duplicates of Ironworks, yay.
Yeah. But that's not really gonna work with a void.
Right. Well, I've got a leak match in an hour, so that'll be fun to keep my brain on.
You're
good luck.
Bolder than I would not schedule 2 matches in the same day.
That may have been a mistake on my part, but hey, they were different times, so it was okay.
Yeah.
And this was like quick.
It is quick. Yeah. It's true. It's true.
Not that 5-hour match from earlier today. Holy crap! Did either of you guys see that?
I did not.
I mean, I considered joining commentary for that one.
Oh,
but then
that's
I was
the
like,
Xander
I'm
one.
pretty sure that is going to be a long match, so I might not.
Game 5, so long, I went through 2 server resets, and so it couldn't be loaded anymore. So they had to redo Game 5 after an hour and like 20 minutes of playing it.
What?
Oh my god, that's so terrible.
Oh my god.
Oh, awful.
I feel like that's not the first time this has come up, actually. But I feel like I heard about that happening before. But like they couldn't even resume the game. Is it?
No, it was lost because they went through 2 server resets, and so there was no old server. Yeah, that's what I was told. I got there at like 12:30, and they were on the second Game 5. This is like 4.5 hours in.
I have.
That's why you have to make very, very conscious choices about what matches you want to commentate.
Yeah.
Well, so I see you are currently in 4th place in your division, but have a winning record, so that the 5th and 6th place people are really having a struggle this season.
I also haven't played one of the losing people yet, so I feel pretty good about my stance.
Yeah, you could get into striking distance. I mean, W. Morrison, it's like going to be ahead of you basically no matter what after the next match, but they've still got. Oh, they haven't played B-Spar either. Ooh.
No, I haven't played CTR. Yeah, and they haven't played B-Spar.
Yeah,
but yeah, there's a clear divide in our division this season. It's very funny.
No kidding. This is one of the reasons
we've actually know what that's like.
Well, hey, you won your last match. This is one of the things. It's like a little bit of, I guess, like League Mod inside info that we looked at in. I think it was in D, before the last time we did a restructure, where we were seeing this kind of thing happen kind of a lot, where it seems like the division was stretched too far, or the tier rather, and so you would get these super lopsided divisions like that. I feel like I haven't seen that too much since then. fortunately, but I guess it, of course it can still happen.
Yeah, it definitely does happen, but it's rare. It feels like more divisions are at least tight-ish
Yeah.
now.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I feel like with me, I'm not very confident in myself yet, and that's why I'm having trouble in D, and that's why I'm not playing very well. But then like in E, I don't know. I just feel like I'm between tiers right now, and I feel like
Yes.
that's true for other people as
Oh
well.
yeah, I felt that way for a long time about like C and D. I never felt like I wasn't good enough for C, but I felt like I was at least, like, I mean, empirically, like I would keep dropping back down to D and often would like do very well when I did, but then like in C I would like struggle to have a to hit like 50% win rate. And now for some reason I have a higher win rate in B than I do in C. Nothing makes sense.
Just
Never
embrace
does.
it.
Oh, I do. I'm happy about it, believe me. But it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, but I definitely had that feeling of like I'm like a C minus or a D plus player or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Yeah,
think that's
yeah.
definitely a thing.
I feel like I'm just like straight in C. I feel like I've been to B, I've been to D, but they're both short stints, and I'm mainly in C.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
where you belong.
I guess so. Yeah, playing the same people over and over again.
Yeah, I've. It hasn't felt, despite being in B, it hasn't felt like I've played like all like it's like been like one or two people that I've played like from the previous season, and then maybe like one or two more that I played from like the other seasons, but it hasn't felt like super repetitive.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely fewer unique opponents than it used to be.
Mm. I so I reached out to Aku because of tier champs and B champs, and he was like, "Well, B champs is always awkward because you're guaranteed to play the person next season in A." And I was like, "Oh, I guess that's true."
Yeah.
Never thought about it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't
Don't want to
super. I
like give them
mean,
insight into your strengths and weaknesses before the season starts.
yeah, I
Right?
was like, it doesn't have to be weird. It could just be like, this could be a warm-up match. Why not?
Yeah.
But I guess like he wasn't totally opposed. He was just like, I don't want to like if it gets too close to the league season, then I'd rather just schedule our league match and not play
That
B
is
champs. Which
understandable.
fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah. I would
Makes sense.
I would be thrilled to play in B champs, but because it would mean I
Mhm.
won my B division.
Yeah,
You've
you get to
never
A.
played B champs either.
I have never played C champs because I've never won a C division.
Really?
Really, I got a free promo. I was like 5, 4, 5. This is my fourth. Was my fourth, I guess, since I finished it. Season in B. The season before that run, I tied Gamesu for first and lost the tiebreaker. But then there was an open spot, so I promoted it anyway.
Oh,
Yeah, it's pretty
huh.
silly. That's like I've never won a tier champs, like I think I've never even won a tier champs match. Like I think I've played in
Mhm.
several because I've won like D divisions, and then every time I would either like lose in the semis or like at least one time like the semi-final opponent like didn't play and then I lost in the finals. And then
Mhm.
I similarly I've I've only played in a handful of like like adjustment or tiebreaker or whatever kind of matches, but I think I may have lost all of them. I know I lost one to Warfrat at one point. I think that was I think that was also to win a C division, maybe, or maybe it was I forget what it was
Warcraft.
exactly, but I know it was to
That must have
Warfrat.
been years and years ago.
Yeah, it was quite some time ago. Yeah,
Hmm.
um, yeah. I my track record of those kinds of things is like extra matches is not very good, is what I'm trying to say.
Just the ones that
Aw.
really count.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
My track record at like doing well in like my last match of the season, when that counts though, is actually pretty good. So yeah, including this season.
Well, sorry, what were you?
Oh, I just said including this season. Like I won my last match that got me to 50% win rate and secured non-demotion. So
Well, Nave, good luck in your
yeah.
match.
Thank you. Lovely talking with you both. Thank you for commentating it. I'm curious to see what you say, but
that's exciting.
yeah,
Who's in second place? So
I 5-1 him last time I played him. So you know what?
Take him down.
That's the plan.
Yeah. We wish you the best.
Thank you. Have a good one, guys.
You too.
You too.
All right. Well, that was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Was that still, are we still on air?
Yep. I didn't stop it because why would I?
Yeah.
I
No,
feel
that
like
was really fun.
and we should do that more if like the opportunity presents itself. Like I don't know that we can do anything about it really, but like I think that's a cool like thing to be able to do.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, we could just like message the players beforehand and be
That's
like,
true.
hey, if you want to, then you can like join us after the match. Yeah.
All right. Well, now we should probably
love
sign off for real.
Yes, and you should put it in the description so that people.
I will.
Yeah.
I'll put it as like it's a game 5. Not really, but
Okay.
all right. Well, yeah. We said before, thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you when we see you.
Yes. Goodbye.
Goodbye.